Al? Are you alright, mate? What? What's up?
I just had a thought.
What? What's up?
You know, you said I could have a piece of cake.
Yes.
Well, if I don't cut the cake,
Okay.
is that one piece? The whole cake?
Amateurs. Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of Too Fat Too Fit. Welcome back. We are still in lockdown, and I'm with Al.
Yep. Hello, guys. How we doing?
And today we're going to have a little look at the sugar that's in your food. But first of all, let's take a look at Al's vlog.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's just dive right in. Hello, guys. Just doing a bit for the Too Fat Too Fit, and want you to have a look at this. We're going to be doing a Muddy Monster Halloween Mayhem Fun Run, which is part of Wild Gym, Wild Gym Thriving Outdoors event, and we're going to be having a bit of fun today. There's going to be myself, Bella there, there's Tristan in the back, and we're going to be having Ryan, who's looking forward to this more than anybody, as you can tell. So we're going to have a little bit of fun today. My wife can't do it, and neither can Edison because he's just too little. But it's really, really wet, really hammering it down. It's going to be absolutely fun to do. So look forward to doing that a bit more in a bit. Right, here we go. So let's go for the run. Hello, you beautiful people. I've come out to the seafront where I live for a bit of a walk with a mate. Just feel like getting out and about on this lovely, beautiful blue sky day. It's about 12 odd degrees, so it's actually quite reasonable for November. So yeah, very, very happy and just fancy a nice wander. So yeah, getting out, fresh air. So I've had a pretty mixed bag week. I'm feeling very, how can I put it? Low is the word. Very low. Lower than I'd like to be. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. I ate a whole tub of ice cream. And it was delicious. I'm not going to deny that it was a chocolatey-ness of greatness. But it wasn't healthy. So I need to change this. I need to stop reaching for bad foods when I feel low. And I don't know why. I don't know why I go to that. Maybe it's deep in the brain that it wants you to feel good. So it has like sugars and all the rubbish and it rushes up into your head. It makes you feel great for a moment. And then after that moment, the guilt is so bad, it makes me feel terrible. Really terrible. So jokes aside, I really don't like it. And I've got to change. So every week, but I'm really going to try and put the effort in this week. And I'm going to make the effort turn this week. I want my 3-piece suit. I want to see a slimmer stomach. I want to feel healthier. I don't want to ache so much. So I've got to do this. And I will. I will do this. Okay guys, so this is my end of week vlog. I'm going to keep this very, very short. Didn't do as well as I'd like. I basically didn't lose anything. I stayed exactly the same, which is quite boring. But it's also quite positive because it means I didn't go anywhere the wrong direction. I know why. I cheated myself on foods this week when during the fasting I literally had a couple of very bad days, ate the wrong foods completely and it really ruined everything. So I could have had £1 or even a £2 loss this week, but it was my own fault. So I'm going to work much harder this coming week to change that and make sure that I do it properly and I get the results I want. And before you ask, no, you are not getting a topless reveal. Even if you want it, you're not having it. Not yet, anyway. But still, jokes aside, I am definitely going to work harder. So please stay with me on this, and I'm going to fulfill a loss this coming week.
Mate, that looked absolutely fantastic. Really good time with the family. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I tell you what, we had such a good time doing that. It was so much like energy needed to go through the course. We just had a great time there. The weather was against us, but I think it just added to the excitement of what we were doing.
It looked like the wet weather improved the mud situation.
I tell you what it did, it certainly gave it a more of a tricky, slippery element to the course. There were about 10 or 12 different parts of the obstacles that you had to go through, and obviously some of them were really difficult, but I did them all, and that was what I was most achieved. I achieved them all, so I was really happy. I was really happy with that. It was one of the best things. But the kids did it as well. They were like lightning, like zip, 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 and there was me just like going, wait up, wait up. But, you know, it was good. We had a lot of fun there.
Excellent. And you nearly fell over. You saved it, though.
I know. I think I had the element of cool and surprise all on the same time at that camera moment. But yeah, there was a couple of hairy moments. It was, it was a tough gig, but I really enjoyed it. I'll do it all over again. It's amazing. It really is fun.
Yeah, you really styled out that fall.
Yeah, I'd say falling with grace. Well, enough of me and my stupendous falling techniques. Let's hear how good you've done this week.
Well, actually, this week's a little bit different. I didn't actually do a normal vlog like we always do with the food and the exercise. I did a little bit of an experiment. So let's have a look.
Yeah, let's have a look at that.
Right, hello everyone. How are we doing today? Right, so my vlog's going to be a little bit different this week. I'm going to be looking at one particular aspect of my personality and my diet, which is my sugar addiction. Yeah, when I go into a shop, I grab a Mars bar, I grab a bottle of Coke, and I don't really think about what I'm doing. I just grab it. So today I thought we'd take a look at the sugars in some of the rubbish that I eat, okay? Let's take a look. Look at what turned up. Ooh. Ooh.
That's what she said.
As you can see, I've got a little thing going on in my vlog today, which could be interesting. Very interesting. So the idea I've got today is to take a look at some of the snacks and the things that I pig out on a lot and actually see how much sugar is in them. I would also like to add that I'm not singling any companies out here. These are the things I sit on the sofa and I snack all night long. I could sit there and just fill my face with this lot, and I genuinely do. And other sugar brands are available. It's a very interesting thing because we don't actually know how much sugar is in our stuff, really. So it's a good way of finding out. I mean, we can read it on a packet. Like, for instance, the Coke says, let's have a look, it's got 27 grams of sugar. It says it right there. So they can't sue me because it says it on their own packet.
Oh yeah!
Right, so 27 grams of sugar. However, that is for a 250ml serving. So that's per serving. It's 2 in there. That's 2 servings. Let's see how much actual sugar is in that. So sugar is really, it's delicious. We all crave it, and it's okay in moderation, okay? But what we don't realise is there's sugar in a lot of our other foods. Fruit, it's got natural sugars in it. There are lots of other foods that have got sugars in them you don't even realise. You could look at a tin of beans. Beans has got a lot of sugar in it. But I feed that to my kids, but it's got sugar in it. Tomato ketchup, lots of sugar in there. True fact. Right, so let's go ahead and let's get this started. Right, so I've got my scales here. I'm going to use my phone. It's me. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my phone and let me turn this around. You'll be able to see my scales. Look, there's my camera. Hi world, this is fun. Okay, right, so jar on its own, 0 grams. Right, so here we go. We are going to fill this jar up with 27 grams of sugar. That's half a bottle. That's only half. Oh my God, my wife's going to kill me. It's going to go everywhere. Right, so that is how much sugar is in half this bottle. I'm just going to get the other camera. Let's have a look. If I can get the light. Oh, no, come on! 27, thank you. Look how much sugar's in there. All the sugar in half a bottle of that. Right, so let's go for the second half of the bottle. As you can see, there's half in there already. That is a lot of sugar. That really is. So, right, here we go. 27 and 27 is...
20 minutes later.
I was joking, by the way. I did know that's 54 grams. Here we go. I'm going to let's get this up to 54. Ooh. So there we go, 54 grams of sugar. All of that sugar in there. Look. Okay, so based on that amount, I'm going to read you some figures here. So this is the National Health Service statistics website, and they're saying that an adult should have no more than 30 grams of sugar a day, about 7 sugar cubes worth, and children aged 7 to 10 should have no more than 24 grams, which means that the child is not allowed half of that. That, what I've just poured in there, is over your daily allowance already. So 1 bottle of Coke and you're done. That's it. You're over your allowance. So next time you go in for a bottle of Coke, just think about it. Maybe pick up the diet one. Right, so what I did is I tried a little bit of a Blue Peter, and here's one I made earlier. I got a little bit of black plastic here. It's just plastic, that's what it is. So you can see this sugar here is equal to this, okay? They're the same. So next time you have one of these, remember that you're putting this into your body, okay? Here we go. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I have about 4 of these a week. Well, used to anyway, for the channel.
Ooh.
Also, the reason I use this black plastic is because it's perfect. Look, it folds up. Perfect. Whenever I buy a bottle of Coke, I always buy a Mars bar. Just a little Mars bar, and they have been getting smaller and smaller as the years go on. Either that or, as I've got an adult, I've got bigger, which I have. They must have been bigger than that. Comment down below. I'm sure they used to be bigger than this, but I don't think they are now. Right, so this is a 51 gram bar, and it's got 228 calories in it, okay? That little thing, I mean, look, 228 calories. That's it. So, let's see how much of that is sugar. Oh my goodness! 34% of this bar is sugar, and that is 31 grams. 31 grams of sugar in that. And we turn my scales on again. Right, so 31 grams of sugar. Let's put this into comparison, okay? Here we go. 31 grams. Oh my goodness. Here we go. A little blackboard. I'm going to lay this just there on the front so you can see, okay? Then, oh my god. I don't know what to say to that. I really don't know what to say to that. Look at all that sugar. Look. Look at all that. That is in a Mars bar. That is it. That That right there is in a Mars bar. Still might have one though.
No!
Right, so the stats for the Mars bar were, it's got 228 calories in it, which is 11% of your daily allowance of calories, 31 grams of sugar. I'm still going to point out as well that I'm not singling these companies out. There's hundreds of ways to be bad to yourself. Trust me, you can eat any kind of crap you want, but please don't. I've just picked these because these are ones that I eat. Your list or your pile would be completely different. A lot of people prefer more biscuits or savouries and things like that, but the theory works. I mean, I spoke to Al and he said he ate a whole tub of ice cream. Sugar? Much? Covering the table with sugar. Right, let's carry this thing on then, and we will go for, I think we'll go for the chocolate fingers next. This is my secret indulgence, and I will eat a whole packet of it, throw it in my face. So, I've never really had a look at the box before, so to be honest. How many grams in the box? 114 grams in the box, okay? So that's 114, and it's 517 calories for 100 grams. So you're looking probably about 540, 550 calories for the whole box. Now this is what will get you, right? So the serving size for these, and I will stress that Cadbury's have put be treat wise on here. They're very sensible. They want to say to you, basically they're not allowed to say don't be a fat git and eat the lot, but that's what they're trying to say. So well done Cadbury's. It says be treat wise. Her 21 grams of serving is 4 biscuits, okay? So that's the serving. They only want you to have 4 fingers. Different kind of 4 fingers from the week before. This is the calories and the saturates and sugar and all that for 4 fingers. Now keep in mind there's quite a few more than 4 in here, and I eat a lot usually. 5.7 grams of fat, 6 grams of sugar for 4 biscuits. If you can limit yourself to that, then that's not bad. What we'll do, we'll measure out 6 grams of sugar, okay? Now this is Cadbury's recommendation, okay? So they say you should only have 6 grams of sugar, okay? Which is reasonable. If you want a little snack after dinner, 4 chocolate fingers, that's enough for most people. This is going to be Cadbury's recommendation. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what 6 grams of sugar actually looks like. So here you go. That's it. Not much, is it? So that's 6 grams of sugar. That is what is in 4 chocolate fingers. And that's what they're telling you is your limit. So if you want 1 serving, which they recommend you do, that's how much sugar you have, 6 grams, okay? Now, thank you very much, Mr. Cadbury's, but unfortunately I don't do that. I eat the whole lot. So this is how much sugar that I have. Okay, so per 100 grams, I'm just going to go from 100 grams because there's 114 in the box. So 100 grams, 29 grams of sugar. That's not far off of half a bottle of Coke, to be honest. So that amount there, let me get me a brown card for you. This amount of sugar, which, let's face it, is not great, okay? It's not great. But I can still have that whole pack of chocolate fingers for the same amount of sugar as pretty much half a bottle of that. That puts it into some sort of context. It really does. I mean, I can have all of that for half a bottle of that. That's the context we're looking at with this amount of sugar. That's how much sugar is in this stuff, okay? Right, so I can have all of that box, that amount of sugar. So we just got to really keep a track of what sugar is in your food. Because unless you actually put it there, it doesn't enter my mind. So that is a lot of sugar. That is really a lot of sugar. To be honest, I would rather have a whole pack of bleeding chocolate fingers than I would half a bottle of Coke. Let's face it, I would. So there you go. So we're going to move on now before I completely get sued by all these companies. I love you all so much, but I've got to give you up. Okay, so Jaffa Cakes. And I got the triple pack because it was actually cheaper than the double pack. It doesn't give you a recommended amount. They give you the serving sizes in 100 gram portions, which all of them do. They round it up to the 100 gram portions, that's what they give you. Or they give you a single cake. Is it cake or is it a biscuit? I suppose it's a cake. So that is 12.2 grams. Or you can have 100 gram amounts. It gives you an adult's recommended intake for the day. And there is on the side of the box as well, where it's got your nutritional information, it's actually got a website that's www.123healthybalance.com. So they're actually sending you to a website for healthy lifestyle and healthy balance. So that is a good thing for them. Well done, Jaffa Cakes. Okay, so let's have a look at how much sugar is in them. But hang on a minute, they're the same as the chocolate fingers. I'll be right with you. 4 chocolate fingers, 6 grams of sugar. 1 Jaffa Cake is 6.4 grams of sugar. Right, so I'm not going to measure the sugar out for these because it's exactly the same, okay? So you can either have 4 chocolate fingers or 1 Jaffa Cake, 6 grams of sugar. That's your options. Or don't have any of them. I'm gonna pick them up. Hey, we're gonna take a little hop across the pond and have a look at Oreos. That's my awful American accent. Please don't copy that. I'm pretty sure this is an American biscuit. Strike me down in the comments if I'm wrong. I mean, I might be wrong. I think I'm right. You tell me. You got a traffic light system on the Coke, right? Tells you what's good, what's bad. Red. However, you haven't got that on the Oreos. They don't do that. It's all grey. I think that's because this is just for one biscuit, okay? So one biscuit has got 4.2 grams of sugar in it, which is less than 4 chocolate fingers. So one of these biscuits is actually better than one of the Jaffa cakes, which is incredible, really. I don't know which one I prefer, though. I've got to be honest. Oreo, Jaffa cake, or neither. There you go. 4.2 grams of sugar. Should we weigh that out? I'm not going to get the 0.2 because I don't think I can really manage 0.2. This is hovering between 4 and 5. So just over 4 grams of sugar, which is still a lot. And it's only for one biscuit. I never stop at one. Again, fat boy here, I can't stop at one. I'd probably do about 6 or 7 of them easy. But it's recommended that I only have one. That's the amount of sugar in it. So if I actually stick to the guidance, it's not that bad. I mean, it'd be better if you didn't have it at all. I've got to be honest. So that's what we're looking at today. I mean, some of these things performed better than others. Some of them weren't that great, I've got to be honest. However, I've switched. They do this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Huh? Huh? I'm not going to throw that because that'll go everywhere. Ooh, much better. And it is much better for you, this one. I mean, again, it's probably better to have water, but in the traffic light system, this is no fat, no saturate, no sugar, no salt. What is actually in it? If you know what is in Diet Coke, let me know, because that says it's got nothing in it, which I don't believe, okay? So, Coke, probably not great for you. I would say it's a treat. I will still have Coke, I'm not going to lie, because I do like the Coke Cherry. But I'll probably have 1 bottle every couple of weeks now, whereas I used to have 4 a week. So that sugar content is really going down quite a lot. Where some of the other ones are concerned, yeah, there's a few notable mentions that I used to eat a lot of. You're the kind of person that can limit yourself to 1 biscuit, by all means, that's fine. You will burn off more calories in a day than that. Trust me, just walking up and down the stairs. So, although they're not great, you can treat yourself. There's options, okay? What we're trying to say, though, is try not to do it. It's better to not have it at all. So the serious point of this is, yes, there is a lot of sugar in these things. And my sugar addiction has led to this. But it's healthier than smoking. It's so much healthier than smoking. And I'll tell you what else, I'm going to throw all this in a bin now as well, because it's opened my eyes to just how much sugar is in these things. Okay, so we all need to wake up and have a look. Next time you go for one of these in the shops, have a little look at the sugar, okay? Now that small mound at the end, that was just 4 grams of sugar. And then think about this one, 54 grams of sugar. That was a big pile of sugar. So I'm not saying you can't have these, and I'm not saying don't have these, because I eat them myself. And I do have these, but limit it. It's a treat. It's not an everyday food. Okay? So next time you walk into a shop to get your bread and your milk, think about these and think, should I have this? Should I have this now? Maybe I'll have it at a weekend. It's just food for thought. Subscribe.
What did I just see? I cannot believe how much sugar is in a fizzy drink. Like a full fat fizzy drink, it's like the Pablo Escobar of fizzy drinks. It is like crazy. I mean, it really makes you think.
Yeah, that's what it was for. It's there. I did the experiment to open people's eyes to see what is actually in their food. I mean, you had the 5 that you saw there, but there's loads of other ones you can do. Everyone's individual piles of rubbish that they eat will be different. So, and I also added there, like the ketchup and the baked beans. They've all got sugar in them. We just don't realise it at the time. And then if you actually did what I did and weighed out the sugar, you would really be shocked with what you have.
And what's one of the most favourite condiments to have with children's dinners? Ketchup. Why is it so addictive?
Yeah.
The amount of sugar in it. Classically, how much sugar?
Yes, so that was a really great experiment. It really opened my eyes, and I'm going to be checking for sugar a lot more in the future. And actually, speaking about being careful about what you're eating, how's your fasting going?
I'm actually really enjoying the fasting. I'm starting to get to grips with it. The first few days were very difficult. However, I'm now more understanding the way the process is working. It isn't for everybody. It is more suited to someone that's willing to want to not eat as much. Now, this is crucial to people on diets because some people will need to eat 3 or 4 meals a day, whether they're smaller meals or larger or however they work. But I'm choosing to have either 1 to 1.5, 2 meals a day, so it's less. But your window of opportunity to eat is only what you choose it to be. So as I said, I'm doing 16 hours no eat, 8 hours window I can eat, but I obviously don't eat all the time in that 8 hours because it's very counterproductive. So I choose to eat when I'm feeling hungry.
That's really great advice. So when you're doing your 8 hours of eating, are you watching your calories still? What sort of things are you eating?
I'm still watching calories, but I'm not watching them so religiously as before. So I will make note of that meal's amount of calories rather than, oh, that's 100 calories, that's 90 calories and so on. I would round it up to a good figure, and I would try and still keep under the amount that I'm obviously trying to obtain. So if I'm on 2,000 calories, I'm still trying to keep under 2,000 calories.
Sounds great. Well, keep going with it and keep us informed how you're doing.
Yes, I definitely will do that.
Right, so Al, thanks very much for letting us know about your intermittent fasting. Really enjoying that. So keep us informed about how that's going. But now let's jump into the weight loss charts. Right, so as you can see from the weight loss chart, I lost 2 pounds this week, trying to get back in the groove. Yeah, I am getting so close to getting under that 15 stone. Really am getting close.
You're within a nose. You're doing it. You're almost there. So let's have a look at mine. Well, it's not the best. I've done a bit of this and a bit of that, but I've not had the best of weeks. It just wasn't flowing all the way through. So I've only stayed the same. I'm still 18.1. So I think I'm still the same. So it's a work in progress. I really am trying, but I think I can put more effort in, and I'm going to over this next couple of weeks.
I think, to be honest, mate, your body might just need some time to adjust to the fasting.
It's possible that it's just because I've started something, it's got to take its time to work and start processing. Right, guys, we've come to the very end of this week's episode. Now, a massive thanks are in order, and that is to you guys there that have subscribed to our YouTube channel. We've now hit over the 100 mark, and we are absolutely thrilled. You cannot believe how Dean and I are so happy that you're on our journey with us. So thank you so much.
Yeah, it's also a big thank you from me. I'm just over the moon. I can't believe we've got this far. And do you know what? We are a quarter of the way through the journey. This is episode 13.
Yeah, we're a quarter of the way. That's scary.
Yeah, not long left.
Well, I'm very happy, guys, for you to be with us on this journey. Please catch up with us next week. And obviously keep looking out on our Twitter for more information. And give us a like, subscribe, and a follow. It's always appreciated.
Bye.
Bye, guys. See you in the future. Woo.
And don't forget, guys, you must hit the like button.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
And you must subscribe to the channel.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
And you must also press the little bell thingy that gets you notifications when you get all the current video thingies, sort of thingies. Press the bell.
Okay, I think they've got it now.
Oh, it's... Oh, it's soaking wet.